I'm going to have a sip and we are getting started. We are pulling cards for August 1st. Yikes! Through August 7th. Hard to believe. I still haven't even planted any lettuce. Oh my gosh. Okay. So for this week, I am using Animal Tarot. I love Animal Tarot, and it seemed like a good deck. I don't know that any of these decks don't ever seem like a good deck, but sometimes there's a particular deck that calls out. So this one seemed to work out. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Laurie. Okay, let's get going with cards for August 1 through August 7. And again, I'm using Animal Tarot. And I pull a card. Hey, Rising Vibes. Card for Monday and Tuesday. And then a card for Wednesday and Thursday. And then a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So those came out fast. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. The card is 15, Ego. So in this deck, in traditional tarot, this would be the Devil card. And in this deck, the author replaces it and names it Ego. So the card is Siamese cat because it's, as I said, Animal Tarot. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. So there you go, Instagram with the Siamese cat, YouTube. So this card, starting out the beginning of the week, the Devil card, or in this case, it's called Ego. It's really about what we allow ourselves to be trapped by. What are the things that chain us to our situation? And it's all self-imposed. And so the guidance at the beginning of the week is to pay attention to that and be careful about the other thing that comes up with the devil or the ego in this case are addictions. So addictive patterns, addictive behaviors, addictive qualities. So pay attention if you find yourself dropping into a loop, right? Just automatically pay attention to that. Pay attention not to be saying sort of like, yeah, I'm stuck. This is just the way it is, right? That's really chaining yourself to the circumstance. So pay attention to that at the beginning of the week. Wednesday, Thursday, we have the Emperor. So another major arcana card. And as I put in my newsletter, we're talking radical change. So interesting that the major arcana cards are coming up. So the Emperor is the deer mouse. The deer mouse. And this is structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Hey, Jen. So here you go with the Emperor in the middle of the week. So stepping into your power, stepping into your leadership role, your leadership abilities, your ability to not only manifest, but to put things in order and organize. So the Emperor is excellent at putting chaos into a structure, putting chaos into place. So we begin the week with the Devil saying, be careful and pay attention to how you may be telling yourself that you're stuck in certain things, or what are the addictive qualities that you may be dropping into. And the middle of the week is saying, if you can pay attention to that and move away from that, you can move into your energy of the Emperor, which is more that leadership role, the ability to manifest and bring about, the ability to care for others without feeling, woe is me, I am stuck. Do you see how that works? And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we come into the King of Summer. So this is Uh, penguins. Oh, oh, I love penguins. I was bit by a penguin once in Patagonia. Yeah. Penguin, a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. So the qualities King of Summer, warm hearted, devoted, loving, faithful. So when we see the court cards, they can be other people, they can be us, and of course, it can be a little bit of both. Um, so I'm going to say that this is a quality of your own, given that the way this is moving, we're moving away from that addiction, that repetitiveness. We're moving into our power as the emperor. And now we're really standing in our power as the king of summer, right? Speaking from your heart, coming from like the goodness within. And the king is the more mature of the court cards. So it's a place of comfort versus the page, which is sort of just learning how to do that, right? So we can move into this energy. We really can be devoted and loyal and compassionate and loving in our relationships when we get away from that addictive uh, pattern, right? Do you see how that works? Okay, so that's what I've got for this week. Happy to pull cards. I think this is probably going to be a quick reading today, maybe because my words are like blah, 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 blah. But let me know if anybody would like a card for themselves for the week, for a question, just general good stuff. Let me know. I will pull a card. Rising vibes, you are driving, and my guess is you'll want a card. Look at that. And it popped right in. I'd love a card. I knew it. So I thought I would not save you from driving, but having to put it in while you're driving. So let me get you a card, Rising Vibes. I see Carolyn is looking for a card. Stacy, a birthday card for her mother. I guess I need to call my mother and wish her a happy birthday too. Okay, let's get a card for Rising Vibes. And I'm going to go, because my hand has been sitting on it since the minute I said, I know Rising Vibes is going to want a card. I'm going with Oracle of the Unicorn. So let's get a card for Rising Vibes. And it is support. Support. Ask for help. Get more rest. Nurture yourself. Ooh, look at the image on this card. Wow. Instagram, look at that. I love the artwork. Here you go, YouTube. I love the artwork on this deck. So Rising Vibes, your cards support. Ask for help. Get more rest. Nurture yourself. So in any of the ways that you're feeling not supported, speak up and ask. We have to talk about our needs. And look how she is just completely wrapped around that unicorn, and that being is right underneath her, holding her really steady and sturdy, and that must feel really good. So go to the people that can support you in a way where you feel like you won't lose your footing, you won't lose your grounding. This is your place. This is where you go. Go there. Carolyn is asking for a card. And Carolyn, I'm going to take a card out of Cosmic Cat for you. Let's get a card for Carolyn for Cosmic Cat. Let's get Carolyn a general card. Ooh, interesting. Hunter. Stay with the process. Instagram, YouTube, Hunter. Stay with the process. So, and look at the image, right? The cat's very focused, very patient, really on it. So, Carolyn, whatever it is that you have your sights set on, stay with that process. Stay with it. Pay attention. A cat has so many different senses, right? And so while the cat can be focused, the cat also can pay attention to everything going on around, all around, and what's being heard, right? Cats' ears are incredible. And so stay focused, but pay attention to everything else as well. And don't lose sight of your process. Don't lose sight of where it is you're headed. So even if it seems like things aren't moving, like the cat's incredibly patient here, even and so that if it feels like things aren't moving and all I'm doing is sitting still, that is the process. That is so things can get in order. So the timing can really line up. So stick with it. Okay. Stacy asked for a card for my mom. Laurie asked for a card. If I ask for a card for my mom also, is it allowed 2 cards for one person? I don't see why not. Carolyn, you got it. Rising Vibes, you are welcome. Yes, please hit the like button, everybody, please. Okay, Stacy, I'm going to Archangel Michael deck for you, and then Laurie, we can figure out where to go for your card. So let's get a card for Stacy for mom. Birthday card. Okay, this deck is from the Archangel Michael deck, and it says, God is in charge. And think about what God is. This is where God resides. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So, Instagram and YouTube, Archangel Sword of Light. And so, in talking about this healing and talking about, letting go of a situation, of an attachment, it goes to the beginning of the week of the Devil card and the ego. So, really paying attention to what is it that we are allowing to repeat? What is it that we are allowing to keep holding us back, right? Or that we always respond the same way? What is that? And working to let go of that in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So it's how we perceive a situation. It's how we perceive an injustice. It's how we perceive, somebody's behavior. And that's what gets us hooked. So paying attention to that and using the light of Archangel Michael to cut that cord, to sever that connection, that energetic tie, so that we can move on and heal from that. Okay, Laurie has asked for a card for dad instead. Okay, we'll get a card. Ayushi, yes, I will pull a card for you as well. Okay, so let's get a card for Laurie. And I am going to the power of surrender for dad. The power of surrender. Card for dad. Power of surrender. Right on top. Okay. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Surrender to setting limits. So in terms of dad, you're asking, setting boundaries, speaking up for what you need, saying what it is, asking, going back to Rising Vibes card, asking for the support, right? And not letting people take advantage of you, or not letting people do what they want at your expense because you're afraid of speaking up. You're afraid to speak up because what if they abandon you? You're afraid to speak up because what if they don't like what you say? Then what? But in setting the limit, in setting the boundary and expressing your needs, it's how we show up in relationships, and it's how we have relationships that are healthy for us, right? It's how we have good relationships. Otherwise, we're stuck in a relationship and we just go about it out of fear of somebody leaving or getting mad or all that crazy, crazy stuff. Okay? Okay. So Ayushi has asked, and then Shri, hello there. And Shri's asking for a message for the week. Sanjana, yes, Sanjana, you can put your question in the chat. So let's get Ayushi is asking, will Dushyant be my future spouse? I don't know. Ask Dushyant to marry you and see what happens. So let's go to Angel Answers and just see what comes up here for Ayushi regarding this question about spouse of Dushyant. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And that is right here. And here's the card. If you believe. So your question of, will Dushyant be your spouse? If you believe it, if you believe that this is the right spouse for you, if you believe that you are ready to have a spouse, if you believe that your partnership really honors you and your needs, then yeah, believe in it. But remember, we have to participate in our own life, right? We can't just wait for other things, for things to happen to us. We have to participate in life. Okay, Shri, looking for a general card for the week. And also, I am confused about my thesis. Can you please guide me whether to take this opportunity or wait for a while? Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Ayushi. Sanjana, I see your question there. So Shri, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull two cards. And one is taking the opportunity and the other is waiting. And what energies might surround those things. So let's have a card for Shri in taking this opportunity. What does Shri need to know about taking this opportunity? And then what does Shri need to know about waiting? Okay, so taking the opportunity, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is the fastest card in tarot. And the Knight of Swords just is impulsive and goes for it and doesn't think twice. Happens like that. Waiting, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is all about your new beginning in home, health, money, and work. And when the Ace shows up, the Ace is all about you creating the opportunity to fit you the way that you would like to, because the ace is related to the magician and the magician creates all. So what I'm going to say is, if you were to take this opportunity, is this something that sort of popped up quickly? Is that possible? But it may be something that you may be jumping into, like, okay, I'm ready. I'm just going to go for it. And there's a lot to be said about that energy. I'm actually going to pull another card for this, right? It also could be that maybe it's happening a little too fast. But the waiting is saying the waiting is going to present you with the real opportunity, a different kind of opportunity. It's going to present you with an opportunity that you get to shape and form and decide upon and bring about for yourself. It's going to be a different kind of opportunity. Six of Pentacles. So this is the other card for the Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So this is love and choice, but again, it's home, health, money, and work. So I think that this is saying this opportunity may sound really good and maybe something that you really want to jump into. And if you do, make sure that you are getting things in fairness for you. So be careful not to jump into something if it's a little bit out of whack, just because it's a good opportunity and you fear, if I pass up this opportunity, I may not have something again. So if you do it, go in making good choices in honoring of yourself and making sure that you have what you need before you start giving in this job or role or whatever it is. You cannot give if you don't have what you need. And then if you choose to wait, this new beginning, it's going to be another opportunity. It's going to be a really good one. And the reason it's going to be good is because you're going to be a master crafts person of making this happen. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Okay, Sanjana, can you please tell qualities about my next partner and relationship? I don't know about your next partner and relationship, but what I will do is pull a card from the Animal Tarot about some qualities that will resonate with you. That may suit you. What are the qualities that Sanjana important in a relationship? 14, balance. And this is temperance. You're welcome, Shri. Great guidance. Good. You're welcome. I hope it makes sense. And do keep us posted. That would be good. So Sanjana, in terms of qualities of a relationship that might be important to you is balance, which is the zebra in here. Lots of stripes. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. So going back to Ayushi's card, you know, about the relationship and what's important in a relationship, balance is. The other thing about this is when temperance shows up, temperance is all about keeping your eye open to something that you didn't think possible. And so in looking for the qualities of a new relationship, really be open and don't be attached. That goes back to this ego card at the beginning of the week. Don't be attached to sort of what you think an ideal partner should be, right? What somebody said your partner should have. Because this is saying there's actually something new and different, something unlike what you're accustomed to, that when you bring that in, and you combine it with you and all of your gifts and qualities and creativity and love and imagination, when you put those two together, you create something extraordinary that just doesn't exist right now because it needs the two to come together. So really being open, keeping your heart open, keeping your mind out of the equation, and let the two come together. Okay, so that's what I have, everybody. For cards for today, we're going to wrap this up. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Again, beginning of the week, it is the ego card, the devil. Pay attention to the things that you are allowing yourself to be changed to. Your addictions, your patterns, your stories, your history that you just can't seem to move off of. That is a choice. Pay attention. Might be a hard choice, but pay attention. And when you can let yourself be released from that, and you can see the Siamese cat has this chain right here, which we see this in traditional tarot as well. When you can allow yourself to sort of break free of that, break those chains off, then you can move into your energy of the emperor. You can move into your energy of being a leader, a manifester, right? A benefactor, like just that real strong, solid energy of yours. You can move into that. And when you're in that space of total comfort, you have to be careful not to be tyrannical on the emperor, but moving more into when you are that secure in your space, then your trustworthiness as a partner, your love as a partner can come out much more freely because you're not afraid of showing it. So that's what I have. Thank you, Sanjani. Love and light to you as well. I appreciate that, and you are welcome. Okay, everyone, that's it. Moving into into August tomorrow. I hope that flip of the calendar is a joyful one for everybody, and we will see you next time. Thank you, Stacy. You are welcome. Thanks for being here. If you all will hit thumbs up on YouTube and send some hearts on Instagram, I would appreciate it. After this video ends, if maybe you'll put a comment about if you had a card pulled for you, what you thought about the card, if you'll put that comment in there, I would appreciate that. Same on Instagram. Putting some comments in, of course, helps the engagement on my channel. So I appreciate that as well. All right, everyone, have a fabulous rest of your day, whether it's Sunday or Monday, depending on where you are. Ciao, ciao. Thank you again. Bye now.